Hey there, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. It's DMG. Welcome back to Blitz. Take 2. I know I uploaded a video before, but unfortunately that was the same video I uploaded about 3 weeks ago. I'm sorry about that. Unfortunately, I did not delete the replays clips out of my folder, and I ended up recording a whole new commentary and a whole new thumbnail and everything. I kind of had a stupid moment, but hey, uh, that's okay. It happens. I knew I kind of had this feeling of deja vu when I commentated on the second replay. I'm like, I feel like I've done this before. But there's actually another AMX50B Himmelsdorf replay on the channel that is different. So that's what I was thinking back to. Not that I had actually done the video before. Regardless, these two sub replays, this first one by Majime from SRT, or Clanless, or Purple, or Clanless, I don't really know. But regardless, Majime is going to play the Type 59 Tier 8 Chinese Premium that is available in the event right now. What is it called? Warrior's Path? I haven't even done my 30 battles yet. I haven't even used the Magic Scroll. I'm probably just going to try for that permanent avatar, because I feel like that's the only thing in my garage that I don't have is a permanent avatar. I don't, and no, I do not have a gold gem avatar. I do not spend $10 for that useless crap. I'd rather get that lantern avatar and show off the Chinese New Year, Lunar Festival, and some of my culture as well. I do enjoy having those kinds of things in game, so as long as they are permanent and free. Emphasis on the free part. However, the emphasis of this video is to show the difference between a game won on luck and a game won by having a mistake-free playstyle. This first one by Majime, I would say, is more on the luck side, although she does play quite nicely throughout most of the video, most of the replay. She does use, I believe, the rammer on the tank, which is actually what you need. It does have a similar reload to the low when you use the rammer. I definitely recommend it, as it does carry the AP and APCR. You don't really need the calibrated shells in that sense, as you're not getting the benefit, as much benefit as you would as if it was, let's say, the Type 59 patent and you were running the calibrated shells, and you're getting that 10% bonus from heat. Anyways, Type 59, is this worth the pickup in the store? Or for the Warrior's Path? Yeah, I definitely try and go for it. It's worth your time. It's not like a T-54 in the sense that it's very fast, gun 'em down, kind of shoot and scoot play style. It's very much so more of a methodical kind of, I shoot you once, I reset camo, and I do it again. It's not so dynamic and in your face. And personally, I kind of like that play style more. It requires a little bit more forethought, but it's more rewarding, as you can abuse an extremely tough front armor profile. 7 degrees of gun depression for something that arguably is a Russian tank, and you have pretty damn good gold penetration. Now, she's done a decently good job of controlling the middle in these moments, however has taken her money's worth of damage for it, as well, is now on a one-shot and takes out the SU-152 in, or what is that? Oh, that is a light tank, I believe. Yeah, SP1C, gonna get it. Not too healthy after an HE roll. Tank does have decently good pen on HE, and the front armor profile, like I've said, is fantastic. I'd definitely say almost on par with the 54 Mod 1. In some scenarios better, because you get to abuse that 7 degrees of gun depression instead of the 5 degrees on the T-54 Mod 1. It does probably have a better turret than the T-54 Mod 1, while having only marginally a bit less in the front armor sloping kind of department. Majime, now in the, or is it Majimi? I think that's the actual Japanese pronunciation for it, is going to go into the Kalabanov situation, 3 versus 1, that T-23E3 out of the game. Not too healthy there. High rate of fire guns don't really appeal to me like the T-23E3 that you really used to, like the Comet, and like I said, the T-23E3, the Jagdpanzer IV, stuff like that. I really love to play because of that insane rate of fire. But I do think the module damage and the ability to track targets reasonably with the higher caliber guns and just the poking wars and exposures. How many times you have to expose to do the same amount of damage? I think I've adapted more of a balance towards alpha than I have that superior just high DPM number. Fantastic relocation on that, taking out the low, reducing her 1 versus 3 into a 1 versus 1 against an ISU 152. All the ISU 152 has to do is fire HE, and this game is over. I believe it will be able to do 100 plus damage on anywhere, except if the ISU 152 shoots the gun. Majime doing a great job minimizing the amount of area he can shoot, keeping it tough. ISU goes for AP, does not happen. Majime misses a shot. ISU rams. Majime goes with the momentum, backs up, tries to get around, and oh, look at that lucky bounce off the butt of the Type 59. Very, very lucky indeed. And Majime looks like we'll take this home as she side hugs the ISU 152, puts into the final shot into the side of the superstructure, and will win the game for the team for 4,289 damage, 6 kills, Pools medal, and a Klobanov for her efforts, and RNGesus smiling upon her. Now, that game was one I would say on luck. Her butt was turned towards the biggest gun in Tier 8 and received a bounce. I'm not sure whether that was from the back of the hall or the turret. I don't know what that was, some kind of track. But I would say I'd put that more on luck than anything else. But regardless, she did set herself up well. So when a lucky moment did happen, she was there to capitalize on it, right? So please keep that in mind. It wasn't all luck. There was 95% skill involved, but the decisive factor in that game ended up being a unfortunate bounce for our ISU 152 on the other team. However, in this case for Baba Baiji, I believe, I'm not sure what that name means, but they will be playing the Lurver, the Tier 8 German heavy tank, and this game I would say is probably one of the most mistake-free games I have ever watched in a subscriber replay. Every shot, I wouldn't say every shot, I think it's every shot but one is penetrated. He bounces, or they bounce most of the shots. Mistake-free gameplay is super important, and it will equate to more wins, more consistent wins, having mistake-free gameplay. Sometimes it's not about being the most special player on the team, but it's more about being the most consistent player on your team and not taking damage, always giving out damage without taking any in return. Having that consistency, developing that foundation of consistency first is probably more important than being able to maximize your special abilities as a player, whatever that may be, driving heavies, mediums, lights, or destroyers. Baba is going to micro against the Glacial. The Lurver's gun is absolutely fantastic, and you're able to pen the cupolas of the Glacial 112 without much trouble. Reload is fantastic, quite similar to that of the Type 59, although we don't have the speed in the mobility department. However, we can put in shots against the low. This is probably the most consistent gun at Tier 8. I believe that is the only shot in the whole replay he does not pen. Very, very strong, though, and will put in a tracking shot against the Lurver again, and will take another 300 off his health. Needs to be quite careful, as he is showing his butt to the other red opponents right there, but they don't look like they're focusing too hard on him. He needs to turn around quite quickly on this IS, or then SUIS. They all look so alike. That's not a racist joke at all. But he will angle to this E75. He will get that bounce. Fantastic stuff there. Will not get the bounce there from the WZ, but that is quite the tank. Does take him out of the game with a killing shot into the superstructure that is angled. WZ superstructure angled is not that fantastic. Into the back of the E75, takes him out of the game, and will end up going in on this Batchat. Supremacy game dictates that they are a little bit ahead on points right now. They really need to get a kill or a cap. Something needs to happen. Doing well against that low, angling just slightly to get that bounce. Fantastic work there. Angling perfectly again against the Batchat T25 AP and taking him out, or excuse me, taking the low out of the game, and now will cut off the Batchat's ability to move, taking him out of the game. making it extremely hard for him to get out. Batchat really can't do anything in this situation, has completely cut him off from any source of escape. Kind of a sluggish light tank in my opinion anyway, but hey, making the good move and limiting his movement options. Anyways, fantastic work there by Baba. That would say that is a mistake-free gameplay right there for 5,043 damage, 3 kills, angling well, penning shots, fantastic work. If you like this content, please give it a like, and if you didn't, please leave your constructive criticism in the comment section. As always, I appreciate the opportunity to share my passion with you today, and I hope to see you next time.